Rematch time for Texas against Arkansas, track and field style now, as two top 10 programs get the season started this Friday in Fayetteville. We got some All-Americans in-house to talk about it. Ryan Crouser, also Caitlin Petrolos, and you guys are national champs, which is pretty impressive. Going through your resume, 2014 indoor pole vault champion. You also set an NCAA record in the process of doing it. How has being a national champ changed your life? Ryan, you're a three-time national champ. You took the indoor and outdoor, the shot put, last year. So I'm thinking, all right, you head into this year. How do you get better?
I mean, for me, it's just kind of enjoying the process. I mean, I've done it a few times now, and I've been in track for quite a while. So, I mean, eventually you just get to the point where the meets, you're working towards them, but the meet is so short and it's so sweet, but it's getting to fall in love with the process of it. So, I mean, just me as an individual, I'm trying to just grow as a person, get to enjoy the process. I mean, being with my teammates, being with my coaches, that for me is what I enjoy now. And I mean, I just look forward to this next year, but it's also just another year of training, being out with the guys. So, I mean, that's what I enjoy about it.
Does it help that you come from a family and you got your cousin at Oregon, and it seems like everyone in your family threw the shot and threw it pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing. And I mean, it's just the mentality as well. My dad told me, just a story about him. When he first threw 220, he trained for years to throw 220 in the discus, and that was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
He said when you wake up the next morning, you think everything's going to be different, but you did throw 220, and to you that was such a huge deal. But he said, looking back on it, it's the trip that got you there, is what you have when you walk away. You threw 220, but it's the memories that you made and all the hard work that you knew you put in, and working towards that goal is really what you take away from it.
Well, I know a big deal is when you do something that no one's ever done. You guys are on the preseason watch list for the Bowerman Trophy, which is kind of the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy. I mean, it is the award. What would that mean to you if you were able to bring it home?
I mean, that would be a huge accomplishment. I mean, it really is. It's a big award, and especially as a thrower, to even be nominated, it's kind of like a defensive player.
Yeah, trying to win the Heisman, right?
Yeah, no one's done it with the Bowerman, so I mean, it would be a big deal. But just to be nominated and just to be in the running, it's quite an honor.
It's like that your Orlando pace in '95 on its way before you guys. He was actually in it as an offensive lineman. People were like, "Whoa, you got to be really good to actually just be in it for that." How about for you? Does it motivate you when you train?
Yes, actually, it really does.
Track, right? Let's go alphabetical.
Yeah,
field track. Well, let's get to the match the meet on Friday, because the men are ranked 8th in the preseason. Arkansas is always good. They're ranked 3rd. What do you really like? You said before we started this that you think this is going to be the best men's team you've seen since you've been here. Why?
Yeah, I've been here with some really good teams. I mean, every year we've been bounced around in the top 10 rankings-wise, and this year is, I think, the most well-rounded team, and it's the best team that we have just overall, especially looking at national scoring. We've got a lot of good athletes, and especially competing at the national level. It's not so much the quantity that you have, but more the quality. And we have a lot of guys coming in across the board that can all score at nationals, which is a big deal. I mean, you start looking with Will Spence, maybe picking up some points in the throws, Johannes Hawk, another national champion, then Sanaje in the sprints, and we start looking at putting a 4x4 together. And so it's that group that we can kind of get, if we get them through 2 nationals, once you get them there, anything can happen. So that talent pool that we have to draw off of is really going to make a difference this year.
It's a top 10 matchup all the way around this Friday, because well, we can't wait. It all starts Friday. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
All right, thanks for having us.